everyone, once again welcome to my video, and for today's video I would like to explain to you all the activities in chapter 2. So now let's start. As you can see on the screen, just like the previous video, we will select the corresponding answers. So number 1, you are in the equipment room with a new switch that needs to be configured. This one is a console. Why console? Because it's a new switch. It doesn't have a pre-configured. So this what will you do? What will you do is an initial configuration. So it has to be console. Number 2, your manager gives you a special cable that tells you to use it to configure the switch. Also, this will be a console because you're using a special cable and doesn't have a connection between the internet. Number 2, you access the iOS by using another intermediary devices over the network connection, and this will be the telnet or SSH because you're using intermediary devices, which corresponds to telnet and SSH. So let's check it. The pop-up window says it's incorrect, but as you can see, it's all checked, so maybe it's another error at the side of NetAcad. So let's continue. Oops. So configure the switch hostname. All I have to do is configure its terminal and set its hostname to floor 1, and that's all. So as you can see, as I execute the command, there's a configure terminal command which sets your host name. So next one is the configure and password information. So in this one, you need to set a global configuration command called a service password encryption, and set exit global configuration mode and view the running configuration. So you will exit and show the running configuration command, show running config. Well, as you can see, this line con1, line VT04 are the running config as of them. And the next one, I'm sorry, this one, how limit access to a switch. Excuse me. So again, we'll use a global configuration command, which is service password encryption. Next one is enable secret class 55, and now you will input your host name, line console 0 and your password is Cisco. Now log in. And the other one is line IT-2103, password same, Cisco again, and log in. And you have successfully limited access to switch. Okay, the next one is, oh, this is easy. Enter the display to IP configuration on a Windows PC using your CMD. So all you have to do is input IP config, short for IP configuration, and there you have it, IP config. The next one is, our last one, it's really the last one. Interface VLAN 1 switch config if means interface, IP address, which is here. You just need to copy that 168.10.2 and space, a subnet mask, which is 255.255.255.0, enter, and input the no shutdown command, and there you have it. So guys, I will explain to you what console, telnet, and aux differ from each others. So guys, I would like to explain to you what is a console, telnet, SSH, and aux. So number one is the console. The term console usually refers to terminal attached to a mini computer or mainframe and used to monitor the status of the computer. While the SSH and telnet is a network protocol that allows a user to communicate with a remote device. It means you can remotely connect to a particular end devices and configure it using telnet. It is a virtual terminal protocol used mostly by network administrators to remotely access and manage devices. While SSH are also known as secure shell, it's a network protocol used to remote access and manage a device. The key difference between telnet and SSH is that SSH uses encryption for more security. The difference is SSH use encryption, password encryption, while telnet doesn't. And now the aux or auxiliary port. It's the logical name for standard communication port. Aux is an asynchronous serial port with an interface that allows the auxiliary input of audio signals. That's all. What's the difference between the three? Console is when a new device come in and it needs to be configured. You need to usually use a console, and when you need a more secure configuration, you need to use SSH or telnet if you month. And that's all. Thank you for today's video.